Okay, so where were we? Oh, hi. Today is what day is today? Today is day let's see. Today is day 30. Congratulations. We've done 30 30 days, but not 30 live challenge classes. So that's why I've extended this a couple weeks. So let's duplicate this real quick. Okay, so now today we are going to be working on this. So we needed to continue with what we were doing yesterday to finalize our agency so we can do a launch. Lori, were you here for the other courses? Did you watch the online stuff by any chance?
I just started to.
Okay. Yeah, so there, just so you know, there's like 30 days, there's like 25 days of recordings that you could watch. So hopefully this isn't too confusing because we're like already advanced in here, but welcome. I'm glad you're
Okay,
here. Hi, Alex.
thank you.
Okay, cool. So let's see. So yesterday we were finishing up. We were working on our new email address for Agent Chatter. We were testing the email address. We used Copy to write content for our email nurture sequence. Okay, so let's look at this. So we have Agent Chatter. Okay, and we're working on this. So we also have our website. We're working on the demo opt-in. So yesterday we were working on this. If they opt in to look at the demo, we want to get them on an email list. Well, I'm sorry, they're on our email list. We want to get them into a nurture sequence. Okay, so that's what this is. So we made an opt-in form workflow. This handles that pop-up window. So this thing here is handled by this. And remember, we're adding it to the new lead workflow. So once it goes through this workflow, where we get an internal notification saying we have a new lead, it goes into this workflow, which you're working on yesterday. Okay. So it goes through the new lead, and then I send them into here. It's going to wait 5 minutes. It's going to send one email, which is here. Okay. And then it's going to wait a day, and it's going to send the next email. That's going to wait another day and send the next email, and so on. And you could add as many days and as many emails as you want. We were using this app, Copy, which is incredible. Oh, I got to log in as this. Okay. So we use Copy. Luigi, what's up, dude? We did a sequence creator to make our email campaign, and it worked really, really well. Let's see where my old campaigns are. Workspace home, email campaign. Where's my existing campaigns? Let's see. Writing tools. Where'd those go? I don't use this too much. Documents. Yeah, sequence creator. So there's this. Remember, we created this lead nurture sequence in this software just by having it write the content for us. I'm not going to go over this again because I did it yesterday, but this thing, I mean, look at this. It'll write all your emails instantly from this most simple prompt. Look how small my prompting is. And it wrote incredible emails. So this is amazing to write nurture sequences. And that's where we're at right now. It's working. I can see me, Bob Jones, that's me. I can see me waiting here. So this new lead nurture sequence is working. Okay. The problem is that, and I'll show you what's going on here. And we were working on this yesterday as well. The problem is that, hold on, let me get my mail. I'll show you. Let's see. That was yesterday. Okay, so the problem is that my agency, and this will apply to anyone. So when you have an agency account in GoHighLevel, my agency is called Rosenfeld Marketing, right? So all of my root emails, if they don't know, there's no email attached with a sub account like Agent Chatter, it's going to come through at replies.rosenfeldmarketing. So if you have an agency, it's called like Josh Agency, but you have the sub account Agent Chatter. Unless you set it up specifically to use an Agent Chatter email address, they're going to see your root domain email, which is okay, but you may not want to do that. I don't want to do that. So we're going to fix that. Okay. So when I go to GoDaddy, which is here. We were doing this yesterday. I want to do that. So I made a new email. We bought it through GoDaddy. You can buy it. You can use any kind you want. One way to access this is via Outlook. But now that this email is set up properly, it went through. I added the DNX records. Remember, we did all this yesterday. When we set up our email, we added some records into our DNS manually. Okay. From GoDaddy, very simple instructions. And now what we want to do is I want to let GoHighLevel know about this email address. So I'm in my Agent Chatter agency sub account. I'm going to go to settings. And this is a little challenging. We're going to have to do a couple things today. Actually, we're also going to need to do, this is where it gets annoying with emails. So if you know, okay, so we're back here. So, okay. So adding an email. Okay, so set up any email, GoDaddy, Google, whatever. Okay. Then we're going to connect to GHL. And then we need to do this thing, DMARC DKIM. And this is Google and Yahoo rules as of what was that, April 1st, I think. I think it's what I mean yesterday. So these are new rules. So we're going to set this up. And you could do this with every email you use for anything that you're going to be sending out emails to clients, to new leads. You got to do this setup, and we're going to do that. Okay. That's what we're going to do today. So, because our email is working, we got our email for the listing working, everything's working. Okay. So I want to add an email. So I'm going to go into my settings and GoHighLevel email services. And again, you can see I have one email service, replies at Rosenfeld Marketing. And the reason you want to add a real email for the domain that you're using, it's going to get put in spam. They're not going to see your emails. Okay. So we're going to add a service. And I'm going to say SMT provider is other because it's GoDaddy. Okay. So now we're going to manually do this. It also has, if you have your email from like Google or from some other services, it'll have there's like a tool that'll walk you through it, but this doesn't have that. So I need to look at some records. It's going to ask me questions about my email. So I want to go to email, just get it ready. So and any email you use, Google, whatever, it's going to have this information. So I want to do, all right, let's see. Okay, so let's get this ready. All right. So let's see, what do I got going here? Yeah, let me move this to here. Okay. So I want to add, so it's asking what provider am I using? So the provider name, we need to find all this stuff out from here. So if I go to setup checklist, I want to go to maybe advanced. Nope. Security settings. Nope. The provider name is required. Let's say Google. SMTP server. So all this stuff is going to come from here. So SMTP is, let's see. Sorry. I usually do Gmail and it's automated. Let's see. Set up your devices, create mail, create aliases, start taking payments, set up forwarding, custom sign in. No. Set up devices, users. Let me see here. SMT port number. Why should this? I gotta search real quick. GoDaddy email, SMTP, and port. They're usually all the same. Okay, so it's here. So SMTP out. You have to find your own particular SMTP server. Oh, this is GoDaddy, not Google. You have to find your own SMTP number. The port number is 465. The username is me. So my username is josh@agentchatter.net. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The username is Josh. And the email is josh@agentchatter.net. The username is not mandatory. Okay. Okay. Let's see if that works. Authentication failed. Okay. Let me see if I have the right password. Okay, that didn't work. What is my password? I know I did it. Authentication failed. So this is annoying. This is a pain to do on the GoHighLevel. So we're gonna do this together because this is always challenging. Even though I should know my password, obviously. Hold on, let me try this password. Okay. I don't know what it's failing on. Authentication failed. Off plain text authorization. What is my password? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to GoDaddy. I'm going to log into my email. They give it to you here. So it's going to open up Outlook. This is fine. I want to do Outlook. Okay, so here's the email we set up, but I want to see, I mean, I might need to change my password. Yeah, cancel. All right, security info, password. Let's change the password. 1 second. Hello. And it doesn't mean, I think I have the wrong password. Let's see, username, Josh, port number. That looks all right based on the information I have. This isn't loading. Not letting me load my details. I'll be glad when this is done. It's annoying. Oh, it's still not loading. Do it again. Stay signed in. No. I'm gonna do no. Well, no, I want it to, I'm gonna do it this way. Let's see, I want to sign out. Oh, it's a pain. Oh, I see. Sorry. All right, now I'm gonna sign back in. Something's weird here. It's all coming through GoDaddy is annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna reset my password. That's annoying. Oh, this will work. I can still get email. Okay. Wait, I can't get the password reset link in Josh at Agent Chatter. Darn it. Sorry guys. Geez. Really messed me up. I added my GoDaddy to the wrong account, and it's not my account, it's someone else's account. So let's see what happens if I do this. I don't think I can get into their Gmail anymore. Let's find out. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna change my password. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna reset the password. Ugh, what a pain. Make me do all this sign-in crap. Great. He took me out of his account. That's going to be challenging. Awesome. Well, I don't know if I can set up an email because I did GoDaddy to the wrong account. That's not mine, and I'm not friends with this guy anymore. So I don't know if he can get it back to me, but I should know my password. It's really irritating. If this doesn't work, I gotta move on. I won't waste your time because it works. All right, forget it. Darn it. This is gonna work. All right, I'll figure this out later, but I do want to show you guys this. Okay. So once you have your email connected, and I'll do this, I can still do this for my email so it works. Okay. So I need to look for it was DMARC, easy DMARC, I think. Yeah, this one, easy DMARC. This thing here. So I'm gonna paste this into to here. We want to go to here. Okay. So what we're gonna do is it asks me to, my domain is Agent Chatter, and you use your domain. Reports can be sent to whatever, Josh at Rosenfeld Marketing. You'll never get a report. Subdomain policy. I don't know. Monitoring is fine. SPF identifier, like relaxed, doesn't matter. Relaxed. Reporting interval, whatever. Failure reporting sent to same address. And then I'll generate it. And here's what it does. The same thing. So this is really important to know how to do for any email address you're using right now. Anyone. So warnings detected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my DNS record in Cloudflare for the email, for the domain that I want to add this record to, and it tells me exactly what to do. Okay. So log into your Cloudflare, navigate to the DNS record section, create a new text record. So I'm going to do that. Text. And it's asking me to type in the host is this. Oops. The host is this whole chunk. Okay. And then, oops, it's not copying the whole thing. Okay. And then I'm going to copy this. Oops. Actually, it isn't agent chatter. It's just DMARC. You don't need to do that. You can just do, when I copy this, it only copied the DMARC. It knows it's agent chatter. Okay. So I'll do save. All right. So we want to enhance our policy. So none, quarantine, none, quarantine, none, none. Okay. So let's tweak this a bit. I want to do rather than none, I want to reject spam. There we go. So this will reject spam. Actually, quarantining will put it in a spam folder. So we'll do that. Okay, so here's a different number. So all you got to do is change this text value here. This is the only thing that changed. So I'm going to open up this text record that I just made and replace this. Okay, save. All right. So now this email address is DKIM and DMARC authorized for use with outgoing emails. And yes, so remember I said that you have to have it by recently. So as of February 21st, all this was required. So if you don't know how to do it, that's how you do it. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? No? Okay, cool. All right, let's move on. All right, so the email, we're not gonna be able to add the agent chatter email at the second, but that's fine. We're gonna move on to do more. Okay, cool. So now where are we? We have our automations. Everything's been tested. I could see people coming through. Got 6 people in my opt-in form. So is that all me or is it new people? Let's check it out. So if I go to my opportunities board, remember we made an opportunities highlight? Oh, it's just me coming in over and over again, which is fine. And then if I go to my contacts, it'll probably be just Barry Jones. Yep, just Bob Jones. Okay, that's fine. I changed the name. Cool. So now what's next before we can launch this bad boy? Okay, no questions about email, DKIM, that stuff? No? Great. Let's move on. Okay, so we know that our calendar works. Actually, we don't know that our calendar works. Never did this. Let's try this. Okay, the 4th at 9:30. I'll select that. So the way this works, it asks for my name. Email. These are mandatory, obviously. See what it does, what it looks like. Oh yeah, we were going to make a thank you page because what's going to happen is just going to say nothing. Okay, it goes right to the demo bot. That's wrong. We don't want it to do that. So let's fix that. So I've submitted that appointment. Let's see if it comes into the calendar. And it did. Yep, I made an appointment for April 4th. Perfect. So now what we need to do is we need to change where that calendar directs someone to when they book. Okay. So we're going to go to calendars, calendar settings. I'll make a note of that. Okay, that's kind of great. Okay, so I want to go to my discovery call calendar, which is what the actual appointment's being booked on. And when you have, let's see, notifications, select the type of so who should receive this information? Okay, this is important. Make sure the contact receives. This isn't on by default. I don't know why. And then I also turn on allow Google to send invitation or update emails to attendees. So make sure you do that. And this will work better. Software update. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to save that. And then I want to do one other thing. I want to change the thank you message, which I think is here. Let's see. Oh, my bad. Sorry. It's on the page itself. So what you do is you go to sites. We'll go to our one-pager site. We're going to go to our homepage. I'm going to edit that. And we were working on a thank you page, right? There's the thank you page. So we want to edit this page. Yes, we're making a thank you page, adding an email, and then we're doing thank you page for scheduling. Thank you page for booking. Okay. Okay. So this calendar, all you gotta do is click on the calendar. So right now my redirect action is going to the next step, which is not what I want. I want it to go, well, I can do that. So I'm going to go to the next step, but I want to move. I'm going to duplicate this. What I want to do is I just want to make sure that thank you is the next step. Okay. And then I'm going to show you how to make a quick VSL using software to put the text in front of your face. We'll do this on the thank you page. I'm going to move the thank you page right after home because the calendar is going to go to the next step. That's all you need to do. Okay. So now we're going to work on this page. I'm going to close that. Let's work on the thank you page. Okay. All we're going to do is we're going to say, let's see. So if they try the demo, it stays on that page. But if they do this, it'll say, thanks for booking. Now let's do this. And this is kind of fun. I always like to put my face, as you guys can probably tell. I always like to use video and use my face, so I personalize it. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to use ChatGPT to write a script, short script, thanking them, and then we're going to use let's see, we're going to do make a video, thank you video, and we're going to use ChatGPT and a program called, and then a teleprompting software, which I'll show you. And then we're also going to use Loom. Okay, Loom is amazing. Okay, day 30. Okay, so what we're going to do is we want to make a video that's going to go here. I'm going to show you guys how to quickly make videos where you can read the text and still look at the camera. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is, I know I want to go make a thank you thing, so I'll really quickly just go to ChatGPT. And I'm going to say, I need a script, a very short, like 10 seconds. Say, very short, 10 to 15 seconds. Script to thank people who have scheduled an appointment with agentchatter.net. Let's see what it does. No, that's terrible. So let's do this again. Okay, make it longer, make it 30 seconds. And it will be from a talking head, and it will be from me, Josh. Like a talking head. Make it exciting. Exciting and fun. Takes a sec while that gets ready. Nice. All right, so now we did a lot of exclamation points, but that's okay. So now what I want to show you guys is this software, which is an app. They have these for Mac and PC. This is called the Teleprompter app, which is available on the App Store. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new script. This is amazing. I'll make a new script. And you can use this on your phone too if you're doing phone videos. We'll call this script Agent Chatter. Thanks. Create my script. And yes, you could use a big text file to do this also, but this will allow for long text, long things you want to say, and it'll scroll like a newscaster. Okay. So I'm going to paste this in here. My teleprompter, didn't get it. Copy, paste this in here, get rid of this. What I mean is when it does this, right? Teleprompting software, like the news. Okay. All right. So since this is long, what I like to do is I like to put video. I don't want my eyes to move too much. So I've got it. You can see my screen, yeah? So I got it like right about here. Big text, and I'm going to sit back. I'm going to open up my QuickTime and do a nice screen recording. And actually, if you do Loom, it's going to record the screen. I don't want that. I just want to record my face. So I'm going to use my QuickTime player. Excuse me. I'm going to do new movie recording. Okay. You can see me. Okay, let's do this. So I'll record. Hit record. Take a bit of a pause. Hey there, Josh from Agent Chatter. I just wanted to take a moment to say a huge thank you for scheduling an appointment with us. You've made an awesome decision. We're all about creating connections that matter, and I can't wait to dive into how we can supercharge your lead generation together. So get ready for a fun and insightful chat. We're going to make some magic happen. See you soon. Boom. Okay. That's how you do one take videos, teleprompting. Any questions? Cool. All right. Close that. This is, I'll make a note that this is an app. App. iTunes Store or App Store. Whatever. You can find your own. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to save this. You can use any video recording for whatever you want. I'll just save it to Agent Chatter. I'll save it to here, so I'll call it thanks. Now what I want to do is Loom. If anyone isn't using Loom, you should. It's incredible. So what I want to do is now I'm going to go to Loom. And Loom is a software that allows you to embed videos that have it's way better than YouTube because it doesn't have the controls. You can't open it in YouTube, and you can speed it up. You'll see it has an animated intro slide, which is amazing. So I'm going to do new video. I'm going to upload the video I just made, which is on the desktop under here, called Thanks. Where did that save? I got to do this. Sorry. Where did I save that? See, open. Where's this? That's weird. Oh, I see. It's in videos. Okay, cool. Where it should be. Thanks. So once I'm going to upload this, takes a second. The short video. Okay, so this is going to upload to Loom. High quality too, which is why it's kind of slow. Shouldn't be this slow though. Okay, that's going to upload to Loom. All right. So now what we're going to do is so let's just make sure this page is good. So I also have this on my thank you page. Luigi, what's up, buddy?
Hey, no, just a question out of curiosity. Like you had Zoom like I do with the membership. So you know how Zoom has clips, right? So
yeah, I don't use it, but
you find Loom having more than, Zoom, for example?
What do I like Loom more than Zoom for?
Yeah, well, Zoom clips. Not Zoom
I've never heard of Zoom clips. I do know that Loom is super cheap compared to that. It has unlimited storage too. Recordings on Loom or on Zoom are limited to how many hours. Loom doesn't do that. Loom is way more advanced. I can have a button in my video. You'll see. I can do all sorts of incredible things with Loom, and I'll show you because this is really important. Did it work? So this oh darn it. Let's see. I'm confused. What happened? You can't leave the page. It should have worked. Okay, I'm not going to leave that up. Okay. So I'll show you the difference between Loom and Zoom clips. I've never used Zoom clips, but I think you'll see the difference. Okay. Where are we? Okay. So here on this thank you page, rather than the demo button, because they just schedule with me. I don't necessarily they don't need to see another demo because they booked, right? So I added a button in here to go to my Facebook group. And this is nice because it just allows you to possibly get more traffic into a different channel that you can hit them up on again and again, right? So right now I have it going to, just the website URL for the agent chatter profile. And I'm going to leave this in here. You guys can use it if you want, or you can delete this button, okay? But I like having it in here. If you want to set them to, another community or something else, you can do that with here, a school group. You can do it here, okay? Okay, so this is halfway done. Okay, so now let's make sure this is it. Okay, thanks for booking. We will speak with you soon. Okay, now we're just waiting for this to upload. Okay. All right, so after they look at this video, it's going to stop here. They're not going to continue anymore. And then what we also can do is it's going to send them a thank you confirmation email, which we're going to test. And then what we should do is I think that we should get people that book. I think we should also put them in the follow-up email sequence. Okay, so let's do that. We already have the workflow for it. Okay. What I want to do is I want to go to our automations. Everything I'm doing now is with the purpose of getting you business by virtue of constantly hitting them up via emails after they've either done a demo, they opted in, they did the listing bot, whatever. Okay. So now I want to, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah. So now I want to edit the workflows. So now we need to make another workflow called scheduled. Actually, we can do it here. No, that's the dummy calendar. I want to do it here. So I'm going to start from scratch. This will be really simple. We're going to call this one booked lead. And the trigger is going to be an appointment has been confirmed. Customer booked an appointment. In calendar, discovery call. That's it. And if they book an appointment, all I want to do is I want to put them into the workflow that we've already created, which is add the workflow. I want to add them to the lead nurture sequence. Okay. So I'm going to go to new lead nurture sequence. Cool. Now I save that, publish it. Save. Okay, cool. So now we have something to handle that. Let's look at our library here. Okay, that's done. I'm going to close this. Boom. So here's what's nice about it. Oop, I got to edit this. So you can edit. So I want to edit me doing that, right? So here's what I like about Loom. When I embed this player, you'll see that it's a much different player than at least I've never used the Zoom clips embedding. But what I like about this is that there's all these settings that I've turned on and off to make like my default settings. So I added comments. I don't want replies. Emoji reactions are kind of cool. But I want to edit this real quick. So I'm going to trim and stitch. Pretty simple. And I know that I want let's see here. Here's me getting ready. So here's me saying hi. I use this audio here. And then again here. Thank you. And then I'm just going to go right to here. And I'll do save and exit. What's cool about this is, and I think you can do this with Fathom and with maybe Zoom clips, is you can edit by transcript. Boom. So look what it cut out of the transcript. You can even have it remove filler words like what, huh, like, things like that, and silences, which is kind of cool. And I just want to relabel this. Thank you. Agent Chatter, thank you. Thanks. Okay. Now I want to share this. And the other thing is if you use Loom and people sign up with Loom, you get some money, I think. So you can make a little cash. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to, in our thank you video, I'm going to just replace this here. And I want to do custom embed. Did I do it? Let's see. I forgot. Let's see. Let me look real quick. I forgot how I did what I saved videos as. Hold on one second. Oh, this is kind of cool. So yesterday we were testing the listing bot email. Do you remember? And since he's added to a follow-up, it tries to schedule an appointment. It was acting a little funky, but there's a follow-up work. So every in here in CloseBot in step 2, every bot, as you'll notice right now, it adds them to the follow-up workflow, which comes with CloseBot, which is how that email got delivered. So here, there's this follow-up 1-day workflow here. And then once it follows up, it does this and it just keeps going. So every day it keeps doing that until you turn the AI off. You can make this more robust. You can have it wait minutes, days. You can have multiple ones. So this is the built-in follow-up. Okay. Okay. So now I just wanted to see real quick how to embed. I think I did that wrong. Okay. So let's see what happens if I save this and view it. If that embedded properly. Nope. Okay, no problem. Let me look at a working version. I have a working version of Loom embedded in GHL. I know I did it. Let's see. I don't want to do a custom embed. Is it HTML5? Nope. Hosted video. Nope, that's not right. Darn it. Let's see. How was I doing looms? I was doing 1,000 of these things. One sec, guys. Sorry. Do I not have any video playing? Hold on, let me look real quick. I'm on Loom. Where was Loom? Here we go. Let's do help. Embed in GoHighLevel? I don't know why this is so challenging. That's looking through my own videos. It shouldn't be so hard. I've done this a million times. Actually, that's going into a school group. Okay, so we're going to need to do a custom embed. I don't know why this isn't working. That's a share link. So we need to do this. So in Loom, when you do share, we need to go to embed. And then I want to copy the embed code. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to do an iframe. Okay, now let's look at that. Okay. Cool. So it gives you this animated GIF of me going crazy. But it doesn't have all these other links on. Chatter. I just wanted to take a moment to say a huge. It also starts at 1.2 speed, which is fine. You don't have to use Loom if you don't want to. I like it because it is like cheap a month to store unlimited videos, and it's really quick and easy to use. And it works really well at school, which is one of the reasons I use it. But yeah, this is a Loom video, so this will work fine. So I'm going to keep that here. And this will be in your snapshot, which I'll share today so that you guys can put in your own video if you want. It's really big too, but that's fine. Okay, cool. So now let's try that again. Do some testing. I'm going to close this, go back to agent chatter. Let me make that button work real quick. Okay, so this isn't going anywhere. I want it to go to just agent, the home page. Okay, cool. Save that, publish that. Okay, now I want to get rid of my contact and start over. This one, because we have 2 contacts coming in. I've got one coming through the homepage and one coming through the Facebook chat from the other day, from yesterday. Okay, cool. Let's try this again. So I changed this. I'll just go from the root agent chatter. Okay, now I'm going to schedule a call. It's going to jump down here. Let's do the 5th at 10 o'clock. Select. I'm going to do this again. Let's say different. Let's say Steve Jones. Email. Actually, I want my real email because I want to see if it gives me confirmation this time. Actually, I'm going to use my personal email address because the reply is going to come from me. Okay. Yeah. So phone number wrong. Good. It knew that. 8477. Okay, cool. There we go. So now it's going to schedule a meeting, but this time it's going to go to the thank you page. And there's this little chat widget on here too. So I want to take the chat widget off of the thank you page because they've already dealt with us. Okay. So in order to do that, the way this works right now is our chat widget bubble. It's on every page. And the reason is because I turned it on here. I turned on the chat widget at the settings for this full funnel. I don't want to do that. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to apply the chat widget only in places I want the chat widget. So I'm going to go to chat widget. I'm going to get the code for the chat widget we built. Let me change this slightly because that was good for me. Hey, what's up? Hey, need some help? Okay, cool. Now I'm going to save that. I'm going to get my embed code, copy it. Now this time what I'm going to do is, rather than doing it site-wide like we were doing, I'm going to add it on individual pages. I'm going to go to my one page. I know I want it on the home page. So I'm going to edit the home page. I don't want it on any other page, actually. I only want it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new section. Doesn't matter where you add this section. I like to kind of do it at the bottom though. So I'm going to add a new element in here, and I'm going to add a code element. It's here. Okay, and I'll call it live chat. You can call it whatever you want. You don't have to name it. Open my code editor, paste in that embed code, and save that. Okay. Now the chat widget will show up only on this page. Okay. So now if I go back to agent chatter and refresh this page, you won't see you won't see the chat widget. But if I go to agent chatter, you will. See? Cool. So we turn okay, cool. Loom. And then we did an embed into GHL. Cool. Any questions? Anybody? Pick up? No? Okay, good. Cool. All right, so where are we now? We've got our thank you pages working from scheduling. We've got multiple workflows we've created to handle all this stuff. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done with this agency site. We're going to start marketing it this week. So good job. All right, so let's see here. A book lead. Look, I got one book lead, right? I came in, booked a lead. In 5 minutes, you send me a nurture email, right? So I can see me came in here as the book lead. Boom, Steve Jones. I'm going to go to calendars, and look at my appointments. I'm also going to look at my appointment on my personal calendar, which I think the discovery calls are attached to. So if I go to my personal calendar, yep. Steve Jones, Friday at 10 a.m. So it's actually booking on the calendar that I connected it to. So great. We got that going real nice. So we're working here. In a minute or so before the end of the class, I'll get my email. Let me see if I got an email. Let me see if the email came through for the confirmation. Oh, well, what do you know? Look at that. Josh Rosenfeld, invitation from Steve Jones. And then appointment confirmation. Cool. So it already did everything. Google's contacting you back and forth. We're out of the system and we're working good. Awesome. So we're making real appointments on our calendar. We can make dummy appointments on our dummy calendar. Then we can make real appointments on our discovery calendar. What else do we need to do before this site is done? Okay, so that's Loom. I love Loom. You can use whatever you want, obviously. Google, Wistia, what's the other good one? Vimeo, obviously. Okay, we're done with ChatGPT. So our demo's working good. Let's make sure that the chat widget's off. I don't want the chat widget down here because I want them to click on one of these here for our listing bot. So we know our listing bot is working good, but I do want to test the listing bot because it was acting up in a way. It didn't seem that it was scheduling the final appointment. So this may be the last thing we have to tweak here. So let's get rid of that contact. Let's start over. And get rid of both contacts. Well, there's only one contact. Okay. All right. Now let's go into the lead form. So this is the lead listing form. I think everyone on the call has been around for a long time, so we're good. Listing, we'll just say Sally Struthers. Who knows Sally Struthers? Sally Struthers. Okay. We'll do Sally No, I don't. I need to do my real address here. Whatever. Agree to the terms. Okay, cool. So this just says thanks to Tom for completing this form because it's just a demo, right? And it leaves out of here. This could have gone to a thank you page as well. I'm purposely not doing that. This number's fake. Okay, cool. Contact date. So if you any of these buttons brings this up. So now let me check my email. I should have gotten an email right away. I did. Hi, thanks for your inquiry. Here we go, right? Thanks for your inquiry into Sly Fox Lane. And then we'll wait for the next one. So different emails will be coming through. So now this flow is going well. Okay, cool. So now we got to check that. I'm just double checking here to make sure we got it, all the pieces here. We go to the opt-ins working. Oh, yeah. The reason, okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's using sticky contact, and this form is the same form as the other one. So that's why it's sticky contact. Everything works. The demo works. These things work. We're on listing bot. Buyer seller bot goes to our chat. Oh gosh, they added this yesterday. Cool. So that goes right to our chat. And if they don't have a chat, they don't have Messenger, it'll get them to install Messenger. And again, we could make this A2P on a phone, but we're not going to do that. Cool. I made this blue, but it didn't work. Let me fix that again because that's going to bother me. Okay, I thought we made this blue yesterday. We fixed that. Guess not. Okay, so one pager, demo page, edit, and it has to do with the colors. Okay, so it looks blue, looks good, but it's not good. This also could be, let me try this. This could also be cache. So I'm going to go to an incognito window and I'll paste that in. And if it's good, we're good, but it's not good. Okay, so down here in this thing, I've got italic. Oh, that's fine. Italic text, everything. Okay, save, publish, refresh. Okay, cool. So now all these links work. You can try all these demos. Thank you page works. Let's see, we've got our privacy and terms are done. Book an appointment. This is the direct link to booking an appointment. Remember, if you want to have someone, you just want to send them a link, you can send them right to here. And I also want to make this go to the thank you page. Okay. So this is lower in like our list here. So the next, if it goes to the next step as an instruction, it's not going to work. So I need to get the actual address for that page. And do it like this. Just go to thanks. Click on my calendar here. Redirect action. Go to website URL. Thanks. Okay, I'll publish that. I know that'll work. Feel confident there. It's going to schedule a discovery call. That's right. Cool. Let me change this real quick. Agent chatter schedule. So you know what it is. Okay. Update that. Save that. Publish that. Let me add a line in here. I don't need anything. That's fine. Book a call. I do want to get rid of this demo. And remember, this was like acting up. So what I'm going to do is, and I'll give this to you guys. So you guys will have it anyway. I'm just going to copy this. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to just do, I don't want a button. I just want to move this button down here. So I'm going to take this button. I'm going to move it here. Right. And then I'm going to move this up to here. And I'm going to add some bottom padding. I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You've made changes to global section. God, I hate doing that. Shouldn't have done a global section. Oh well, see what happens. Shouldn't have messed the other pages up. All I did was erase a global section. I didn't. Well, we'll find out. Nice. Okay, good. I didn't mess with anything. Okay, cool. So now that's all good. We've got our thank you page looking good. Privacy and terms are all labeled nicely. Privacy terms, book an appointment is book. Okay, so one other thing that I put in here, this will be in the snapshot that I'm going to give you guys in a second. is the VSL optional. And what this is let's say that you want to have people come to a page where, you know, it's you talking. So what I'm going to do is, this is where you would add another video. So I'm going to say, I'm going to get rid of this. So this is another homepage you can use rather than the homepage with all those graphics on it. If you want to make a video explaining how your agency works or how your service works, you'd put it in here, okay? And it has the booking and everything. I just need to do this. I need to change this to go to website URL, agent chatter, thanks. So if you want to use a video sales letter, you can. Let's make sure the pop-up is accurate. Nope, so good. So I got to add in the right form. AI Demo Hub. Opt-in. There we go. Okay. I fixed that. So they click live demo. It'll work. Okay. So you do not have to use this VSL page, but you can if you want. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Now I'm going to make a snapshot. I'm going to make a snapshot. We'll call it a day. Oh, let me look at my email here. We also saw this email conversation going on. It didn't respond. Again. Oh, because I didn't answer it. Hold on, let me respond to this email. Oh, gosh. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to count snapshots. Agentchatter.net last updated. That's not accurate. My snapshots. Can't do anything with these things. There we go. Okay. Let's refresh the snapshot. So if you already have my snapshot link, this should update it, I think. But if not, I'll give you guys a link. And I'll put it on the school group. Oh shit, did I forget to hit record today? I think I forgot to hit record. Nope, I didn't, thank God. Okay. Now, April 2nd, let me I'm going to push this update to link location, so no one's linked, so it doesn't matter. So let me copy this for y'all. Okay. I copy this. Let me paste it in the chat. No, Eric, you're not the only one with OCD. I think most people on this call probably have OCD. Let's see, snapshot. GHL snapshot. Okay. All right. So if you guys want to grab the latest version of Snapshot, go for it. We're very, 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 very close to being done with this website completely. All right. So let's just probably going to call it a day here. Had a busy morning. Are there any questions? Any questions from everybody? Anybody regarding what we went over today? No? Okay, cool. Okay, this is loading. Slow. Okay. So I think we'll call it. Any questions? I'm gonna wrap it up. You guys have the snapshot link. So what we got to do now is finish our notes for the day. So tomorrow, the questions, none. Your homework is finish. And then tomorrow, we'll do some final testing. And then we will start marketing. And by that, I mean we're going to do organic marketing. We might do paid traffic later, but we're going to start tomorrow doing this organic marketing. I'm going to go into groups, show people agent chatter, and try to get some agent chatter business. And I'll really take the business if they give it to me, or maybe I'll pass it off to one of you guys if I don't want the business. Okay, cool. Any questions, thoughts, suggestions, concerns? I'm going to end this meeting 3 minutes early. Cool. Thank you for coming, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.